Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Lift with Sheila Robinson-Kiss. We've got it all here: mental health, movement, motivation, and the best relationship advice around. Right out of the gate, I want to tell you we are going to be getting back to our walks. There's been this crazy heat advisory, and it's like a different kind of heat with like triple packed humidity. So I've been laying low a little bit, but it's looking like it's going to break here in the next few days. But I really didn't want that situation to stop the messages from getting out. And today I have a profoundly, when I say profound, profoundly simple message, yet so impactful. And I'm so excited to share this with you. The sheer power of doing nothing to support your mental health. Let's get into this a little bit. I received a note from Carolyn. Now, here's where things are a little bit interesting. I didn't even remember until I'm like, wait a minute, this sounds familiar. I'm reading her note and she says, Sheila, a year and a half or so ago, I reached out to you, just a lot of stress and turmoil with a relationship, stress inside of myself. And you just replied with one sentence: stop and do nothing. And I was a little bit perplexed, a little bit perturbed. Is this all you have for me? But you know what? It came through. I took the advice. I stopped, Sheila. I stopped spinning my wheels. I stopped being stressed out. It wasn't a mean thing, but I stopped. I took your advice and did nothing. Still kind, still my same old self. I just stopped. And I will tell you, it was the pathway to a new way of being with myself and inside of my relationships. And the problem that I had, it resolved in no short order. And I just watched it, just like boom, 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 dominoes. Everything inside of, I didn't react. I just said, stop. So it was wonderful to read that update. And I will tell you, I myself, and this was after years of twirling about, I finally figured out how to stop and do nothing. I had a situation, it wasn't really even a complex relationship. It was just a complex personality I was dealing with. And my personality is try to solve, try to support, love, fix. And it's like, this ain't cutting it. And this one is, you know what? I'm tired. And I pray all the time. But when I'm tired, I just go into, let's call it the deep zone of request. Holy Spirit, I'm at my end. What do I need to do? And I'm telling you, when you get that spiritual piece on, and mind you, I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. There's a distinction. I don't go in for the, what I view in many cases is very harsh dogma and rhetoric and restriction. I'll save that conversation for another time. But when you get in with the prayer and the Spirit starts moving, often you can expect immediate results. Sometimes immediate, sometimes it may take a couple days. But this was immediate. And the Holy Spirit came through. Nothing, Sheila. Like nothing. Then I started to think about the situation again. Holy Spirit came back. No, you don't get it. Thinking is something. It just told you nothing. And then I was still having some trouble, went further into my day. and was projecting, oh, maybe next week. You are to do nothing. And all of a sudden, just this deep peace and this reconciliation and this embrace of nothingness, like not think about it, not plan about it, not ponder about it, not worry if you hear something, how you're going to respond. It's a blissful nothingness. And I will tell you how that supports mental health, especially for people you've more or less indoctrinated yourself that you always have to be busy. You always have to have an answer and solve. And what that does, I've discovered just as I've gotten older and just more comfortable stopping, backing off, what that kind of energy does, I have to fix it. I have to figure it out. It almost always causes, it's like an overexertion. It puts a stressful energy inside of relationship dynamics. And outside of the relationship dynamics with someone else, it puts you under a constant stress and strain and tension. And then you don't even know what you're reacting to or what you're fighting against. It's just this automatic urge. I got to get myself busy with something. I got to figure something out. And the beauty is you don't. And when you're in that state, you'll find yourself, jumping into stuff that's not good for you, hanging on to things that aren't, don't make much sense for you to hang on to. So this this audio message, I was so excited to put it out because I know that someone is going to hear it and say, you know what, Sheila, I'm going into just do nothing mode. I seriously, if your spirit is resonating with this message, drop me a line, tell me, everything's confidential. You don't need to use your name, whatever, but tell me what you're going into do nothing mode about. Tell me have you done this already? Like, do nothing. I'm not, no thoughts, no reactions. And tell me if you had the same kind of cataclysmic joy and metamorphosis that Carolyn and I had. And the freedom and liberation really came through nothing, through the bliss and joy of nothing. I would love to hear from you on this. Thank you. Enjoy nothingness.